Hello and welcome back to the No Tractor Challenge with me, Walko. Hello everybody, how are we all doing this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're watching this and wherever you may be in the world. We are back. I am currently in the process of heading to a contract. Yes, another contract on camera. This time it's a harvesting one though. And I've not done a harvesting contract on camera, and as you can tell I have turned off the traffic because it's a pain in the posterior on this map because of how narrow the lanes are, like a normal British map. Oh, hello. Nearly went over it in a second. So I have turned off the traffic. Now, we've done a bit of work off camera, not extreme. When I say a bit of work, I'll show you in a moment. I'll just turn off the engine. Let's get the harvester into play. Now, I have seen Mr. P Gaming Livehouse has done corn with this harvester. But when I chose this harvester, we didn't do any collusion or anything like that. We literally just we just picked our stuff. That's it. Literally, that's all it was. So, and it did look a bit on the janky side, so I'm a bit concerned. So hopefully it won't be the case here. I don't know if I've got the exact same header as him. I'm not sure if this actually came with the harvester or whether it was a different mod, whichever, if you know what I mean. So I've got two lots of mods with this sort of thing. Now I'm going to show you what I've done so far. If you look at the top right hand corner, 12 contracts available, active. So, got a fair bit of work ahead of me. But what I have done so far since the last episode is I had ploughed out field 49 and ploughed out field 83, which are the two fields that I bought on the last episode. I've also seeded them, and with that we also need to fertilise them for a second time, but we can't do that until the next growth stage, I don't believe. So, which is a pain in the posterior. Now, if I was to click here, I'm just going to show you a boo-boo that I did. So, field 50, you already knew that I put canola in there because I did that in a previous episode. What I did do the boo-boo on was forgot to swap over into something else, because I was going to put something else like sunflower or soybeans or something into field 49. What did I do? I drove in, started up, forgot that I had to change it, and I ended up planting the canola. Well, it took me an hour and a half to do the ploughing. So if you think that I was going to do another plough, then you've got another thing coming. I just thought, no, I'm just going to carry on, just let it be. Did I learn from that mistake? No, because straight after I'd done it, I then went to field 89 and forgot to change it again. Yeah, particular set of skills, as Mr. P puts it. So, suffice it to say, I screwed up. So, I've now got basically 3 fields with canola in, which is not what I wanted, but you know, it'll do. So, yeah, interesting enough. Now, contracts that I've got at the moment, I'm doing one now. Oh yes, that's right, I forgot. At the moment I've got a worker with the Unitrek over here, currently rolling the field, which is doing a relatively decent job actually, considering. I'm going to have, I need to get that over to them once it's done. And I need to get on with this harvest, because this harvest is a contract now. I've got 2 contracts here. I've got in these fields 74, which is this one, which is corn, and 75, which is the field next to it. Ironically enough, they're both corn, so that's made life easy. So once I've done this contract, all I do is just go over to the next one. Now, biggest problem, if you take a look at top right hand corner, what's it saying it's going to do soon? Yeah. So, I need to try and get this job done, or these jobs done, as quickly as possible, because if it's anything like September day 2, it rained all day in game. and I don't really want that to happen. So, and I don't really want to lose this contract because it's not extreme money, but however, it's still a contract. It's money. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get to work on it. Now, whether I complete the contract in this episode or not, because if you've noticed how I'm doing these episodes, I'm doing a bit like a podcast, a bit like a stream, where I'm just playing out. I mean, I'm not just not really putting many montages or whichever, and I may just in the next episode just do a time lapse of me finish doing the contracts themselves. So, you know, it's a bit like a stream, but not a stream, if that makes sense. So try not to do many breaks, because in that way you can see exactly what is going on. There's nothing nefarious going on. You can see the jobs are being done. That's the whole premise. It's a challenge, you know. It is a challenge. So there's nothing wrong with doing it, you know, with jump cuts or whatever. I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying how I'm handling it. So Felden and Mr. P Gaming Lifehouse is doing brilliantly on the challenge. I've been told as well that there is somebody else that is going to be joining the challenge. Heavy Metal Gaming, brilliant guy. Go check out his YouTube. I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can see it in its fullest. When he starts it, he's already told me, he hasn't told me extreme what he's going to be doing, but he has told me a little bit of what he's planning. So, let's see how that goes. I'm looking forward to seeing his plan going forward. So, I mean, the whole idea of this challenge is to just, it's the same for any challenge, it's to unite us, really, in a way, so we're all playing together, whether we're playing together jointly as a multiplayer, because if you want to do multiplayer for this challenge, be my guest, you're welcome to do so, not an issue, or whether you're just playing separately like we're all doing at the moment, but we're all still doing the same goal. So, you know, it's good, we're still playing together, but we're just playing separate, if that makes sense. So, AI worker has completed their task. Good. So the rolling on that field is potentially done. Let's have a look. Good. There is bits, but I'll go over that myself. So, and then I'll get the other one over very shortly. So, I tell you what though, I am impressed with this harvest. This one, yeah, this header's alright. There's no issue on it. I'm wondering if it was the map for Mr. P, where he was having issues with it, but I'm not having any jankiness on this one at all. And again, it might not be the exact header that he was using, I don't know. I just picked the John Deere header and just stuck it there, done. Went for the widest one I can. But considering how much, what the capacity of this harvester is, and for the price, come on, you know, 9,100 litres capacity, which is bloody good going. Now, how are we all doing on this fine day? So, if you can hear I'm a little bit nasally, I do apologise for that. It's been, for some reason, I think I'm starting to get another cold. It's typical weather change feelings that I've got going on. Last couple of days I've been sneezing like a good one. I feel a little bit on the bunged up side today. I don't know why. I'm okay, you know. No temperature, anything like that. So, fingers crossed. So, technically, I'm trying to this roll in. I want to look at it. Just the pipes in the wrong direction. So, but I will correct that after this pass, because I fully intend in a moment to send the worker off, just so I can get the rolling back on track. Whoop. It's a good thing that I haven't got crop destruction on. So, and I've turned for traffic because that's just, this map is a nightmare for traffic. Absolute nightmare. I suppose when I started the map I could have gone over there, look, that's there's a farm over there, shall I say. Could have gone to that. Oh, missed a bit. But I thought, do you know what, I could start my own little farm. So I can, another thing I will show you actually in a moment, once I set this worker off, is that I have done a few little mini changes when it comes to a bit of kit. Because what I did is, I did a few little contracts, and just with the contract itself, I then sold off the mower I had and I replaced it with another mower, which hopefully will be faster. But the only problem is I have to windrow as well, so I don't know. I mean, it might be a bit of a trade-off. Because, well, yeah, hours in the day to record and play this game. It's not so easy sometimes. I have got some things planned for the channel. Waiting on Calmsden and Precision Farming to be in. Precision Farming, Calmsden's sort of, it's pretty much ready, but just waiting at the moment for Precision Farming to come through, which is good. And I'm looking forward to that Precision Farming. I mean, the thing is, it's like beforehand, it got to the point where I was playing pretty much everything out on FS19, every map, with Precision Farming. Personally, not always on camera, but personally. So, the fact that it's come back, it was always going to come back, but the fact that it is back is just brilliant to me. And apparently it's better than it ever has been, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we've got there. So, nearly took this. Oh, we're nearly full. Nearly full. So to you all, I mean, are you looking forward to the precision farming? Is it something that you enjoy doing? Is it something that you will do? I mean, the good thing about this game is that you don't have to do certain things. Like, for example, the rolling on the fields. It's best to do it because you do get a slight yield bonus. It's only 2% yield bonus, and nothing major. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, you know. And there's other things that you can do which you don't have to, if you know what I mean. Like the seasonal cycles. You know, I haven't really played with seasonal cycles yet. Not properly. There we go. Right. So put that there, put that out. Okay, jump out. Okay. Could have just done that, couldn't I? Let's get this over. Oh, actually, what I will do, because I've learned something earlier on. I'm just going to back up here. And drop that. Because driving through the fields and driving through the roads with that on can be a bit of a... Why am I going that way? Can be a bit of a nightmare. Really need to clean this thing. It's been doing a lot of work. So I did do a silage run to the BGA earlier on off camera. I meant to do it on camera, but I forgot to turn the blinker camera on. Like a, you know what's it. So, not good. And I also did a silage run, and the rest of the silage that was ready to the bale sell point just there, off camera as well. So that's done. There is some more that's churning. So once that's churned, I will take another lot to the BGA. I don't know if it's a case of midnight because I've not used the BGA yet on FS22. There's still a fair bit I don't know about FS22 because I've not done it. Just simply because I've been playing, but I've not gone through everything as of yet. I know it sounds a bit daft, but you know, like what's it called? Oh no, don't do that. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to leave that for the moment. Yeah, like what's a call it? Like grapes. I've not actually done grapes, but I mean, I did a little bit in Mr. P's Gaming Live House, where we often do multiplayer together, and we've started doing Clarkson Farm on his channel. And now what I am going to potentially start doing is start recording that myself as time-lapse episodes, farmhand series, because I did start a farmhand series where I was going to assist in different farms. That is part and parcel, because it is his farm, not my farm. So I will potentially be putting out a few videos of that, so you can see how it goes for mine. But however, if you want to see it live as it is, check out Mr. P Livehouse Gaming. Link is in the description below, because he's also on the challenge as well. Top guy, top streamer, and yeah, you'll see the shenanigans that go on. I've been doing a bit of grapes with him, so that's new to me. So we'll see how that all pans out, and it's quite fun. I have got a series, like I said before, on carbs, which I've got planned coming up. Now, I'm not giving too much of a game away on that one, simply because all I can say to you is that it's going to be what Chapelfield on Chellington was supposed to be, and let's just hope I don't lose the blinking save game again, which is what happened with Chapelfield on Chellington. It wasn't me just stopping, it was a case of, well, there was not much I could do, you know. There we go. There's a little bit at the bottom, but I'm not really too fussed about that little bit. Now, let's just get back over here. Now, what I will show you is rain stop play. Right, so so, well, that's put a spanner in the works. So the rain has come out now, so I may have to speed time up, because there's not really that much I can really do until the rain stops. Oh, hang on. So as you can see there, that's the new mower setup I've got, simply because I want to speed up the process. Now, this field is stating ready to harvest, but is it ready to harvest? I mean, well, yeah, it is, but it's not really very high up, I thought. I mean, you know, I mean, that's, either way, I mean, I'm going to cut it, of course, because I need to cut it, and I need to get the grass for the sheep. Now, there is the other field that's ready, two other grass fields that are ready to harvest. I am thinking about getting another grass field, simply to get loads of grass. In fact, I'm having a look at that in a minute. Right, excuse me there on the sneezing. So, sneeze alert come up on the screen there for you. My apologies on the loss of audio. So, I'm sure you don't want to hear wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Alright, so what we'll do is, I'm just going to go here. There's not a lot I can do, is there? Oh, I suppose I could get the fertilising contracts on the go. So, Just going to literally get this down, start working. Alright, just going to set that worker off. But there is an idea that I did come up with, and I don't know if it's going to work. In fact, I'm going to have a little look now, and you can see the idea in its detail. So I've already got the Range Rover. Now let's have a little look. Curves. That's what I'm after. Now I'm just going to have a little look at something. How much power? It only has 24 horsepower. 23 horsepower, sorry. But I could put a 3-point hitch on the back. How much horsepower does my fertilizer need? And then the problem is, it'll probably end up, it'll probably end up being too heavy. Never mind. No, because I was just thinking about getting that and then do the fertilizer contract. Or, here's another one. Problem is, I'm not exactly wanting to do too much of it because 68. Nah. Nope. This is the challenging part, I'll tell you. I mean, yeah, because that's the challenging part, really. Yeah, I could give myself a telehandler. Well, I've got a telehandler, but one that I could put the 3-point on the back of. What did Kramer? I do quite like that Kramer. No. Anyway, so let's have a little look quickly here. So I'm just going to check to see how much the sheep are. And if it's going to be cheaper for me to buy them as well, get them. Holy cow, the fees for dropping them all $3,000. $3,000? It's only 100 for this sheep. Let's have a look here quickly. It's a lot of money. But then again, how much is it going to cost for this? So $3,000. Let's have a, let's just do this. So let's just say if that's $3,000. So now if I put this down to 40, another 40. Another $2,000. So that's $6,000 in total. It's going to cost more to get the trailer. So there's just no, yeah, I might as well just have them delivered. So, okay, right. So rain stop play. Not a lot that can be done. That's annoying. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do then quickly is just going to pull it over to here. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to leave that there in the field. And I think I'm going to run time up. And then see what happens from there. So I will see you in a moment after I've run time up. Okay, so time has been run up. As you can see, it took pretty much the rest of the morning to clear up, which is a bit annoying. But not too bad. It's not exactly a problem, because we can still get the contracts done. It's not like it was on the day beforehand, where it literally rained constantly. Literally the whole day in game was rain, which was super annoying because I couldn't get anything done. which is why I ran up to the next day. And at least this time we've not had that problem. So the problem is these contracts, although you've accepted them, could still disappear if it goes past the time period. So, which I don't want to do because I just want to get the money for them. And the good thing about harvesting contracts, a good chunk of the time, well, I mean, it's not so much now from what I understand, but a good chunk of the time you have yield over. So then when you have yield over, a little bit of extra, goes a long way. So I could either stick that in a silo and sell it off at some other point, or I could just sell it and get some extra money from it. It's the good thing about the harvesting contracts on Farming Simulator. It's always been that way. Like I said, I do believe there has been a change where you don't get as much, and the farmer is pretty much expecting most of the field, if not all of it. So yeah. Get that. Not leaving you behind. There you go. So there is an idea in the pipeline for other stories and other Let's Plays, not just Calmston, or should I say Shire Tales is what I'm calling it. Ooh, the work is finished again. Have a little look at it. And this episode will be bringing to a close very soon. Now what I'll do is, the next episode will continue straight after this one, if that makes sense. And then what I will do is do a time lapse where I'm doing the harvest. So, and not just the harvest, but just other little jobs in general. So, but yeah, there is another plan in the works, which will be another Let's Play. I'm not going to say too much, just in case it doesn't come to fruition. I think it will come to fruition though, because it's not a Let's Play which you are likely to expect, if that makes sense. So it's not something that I believe has been done. So we'll see. And I reckon it's going to be a giggle, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a giggle, considering how me and Mr. P work together. I play together. If you see that in the streams, it gets a bit mad, which is good. I do not fault mad in the slightest. I like my madness, So anyway, right. So I'm just gonna tidy this bit up, and then from here, I'm going to quickly check on the worker. Now, oh, good thing I did check on the worker. Yeah, right, so, pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So, let's get this done. Right, so I'm going to leave this episode where it is. And I will see you in the next one. In the next episode, like I said, it will be a time lapse. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you do like what you see, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Every one of you, I know I keep saying it, but every single one of you, I have full love, full respect for you all. And I really would like to grow the channel. Thinking on it. And I appreciate every one of you. So, hit that like button, put the comments in, and subscribe, and you will not be disappointed. Like I said, more content is coming. There is more plans in the pipeline, so we'll see how it all goes and go from there. Take care, everybody. God bless you. Stay safe.